everybody, welcome back to another reading vlog. It's turning out to be more gloomy today than I expected, which is kind of bumming me out, but I do have a few errands to run. I need to get coffee beans because I just ran out, and also I need to make dinner for my family, so I think we're gonna do tacos tonight. I haven't decided if I want to do birria or just like regular ground beef, but I'll figure it out when I get to the store. So what I'm reading right now, I'm still reading The Spell Shop by Sarah Durst. I literally have like 30 pages left. I don't know why I can't finish it. It's been so freaking cozy. I've loved it so much. I don't want it to end. I think that's the problem. I don't really want it to end. And then I just picked this up at Barnes yesterday. Yup. You didn't see that. Is this my typical book? I have a degree in English literature. No, this is not my typical book, but I haven't been doing the best up here lately. I'm job hunting, so you know how that feels. If you know, you know how that feels. So I've been in a huge reading slump and I've just not been doing very well mentally. So this is my treat. This is my guilty pleasure, okay? And it is absolutely addicting. I don't know why all the books are 600 pages long, but I'm actually not complaining. I don't care, because I have time. I haven't started this yet, but maybe I'll start today. Okay, I need to go to the grocery store. Good morning, everybody. It's another kind of slightly gloomy day here, and I think I'm gonna go to this bookstore that I love, that I visit a lot. It's called The Archive. It's in Mount Pleasant. Later, I think we're gonna go out on the boat as a family to this little beach that's in the middle of the harbor. Usually we don't see anybody there, so we'll find out. Sometimes we have it to ourselves, sometimes we don't, but it's pretty much only accessible by boat, which is pretty fun. And I'm supposed to drive the boat today because I'm learning. My brothers learned before me because that's how it is, apparently. I'm 22 years old and I'm learning how to navigate the harbor and the creek and all that because honestly, I'm rambling, but most of it, like most of being safe is just knowing where like the oyster beds are, and you just have to commit it all to memory. So I feel like I'm definitely not as peppy as the last time I was like on camera talking to the camera, and that's because I haven't had any coffee yet, because I'm gonna get coffee at the bookstore. So without further ado, let's skedaddle. Hi guys, I've just gotten out of the shower, so I'm a little bit like more grungy, but I have put some makeup on, so I think it's okay. It's about 5:30 on Saturday, and I have finally finished The Spell Shop by Sarah Durst, so I thought I would go ahead and give my little review right now. First of all, this is a cozy fantasy released in 2024, and it is about a librarian whose library burns down, and she has to start over her whole life on her home island of Caltray. Where she opens a jam shop, which is a cover for her actual spell shop because magic is illegal in this empire. And the themes are kind of like resistance and romance, learning to trust again, learning to give yourself to people again after a long period of being alone and being closed off. So I think I'm gonna give this like 4 to 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought that the world building was amazing. I thought the romance was nice. There were a few plot twists like at the 75% to the end that I thought they were really good as well. And everything wrapped up in a nice little bow. I was like maybe slightly bored by the ending, but I always am with any book. book that ends in a happy way. Like, I just can predict like the next few plot points, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that it wasn't satisfying. If you love cozy fantasy, or if you've been wanting to try cozy fantasy, I think this is a great place to start, and I fully recommend it. Also, another part of the series, which focuses on a character who is like mentioned in this book but we never meet, I think just came out. So that's called The Enchanted Greenhouse, and I've got it on hold at the library, so hopefully I'll be able to read it soon. So I haven't gotten far enough into Keeping 13 yet to even really talk about it, so I thought I would go ahead and review Binding 13, which is the first book in the series that I finished not too long ago, just to have another review. And also, it's like such a popular book, so I thought I would give my thoughts on it. On the experience alone, I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars, but I cannot, because there are just like a few glaring issues with it that I cannot ignore despite having enjoyed pretty much the entire book. What's the saying? Like, I can recognize that this is a pretty poorly written book and still enjoy it at the same time. Yeah, I think I'd give it like a 3.5 to 4, just, you know, with everything, like considering every single factor. The way I would pitch this to somebody is that it combines the campy high school romantic elements of Twilight, minus vampires, with the Irish subplot about class of Normal People by Sally Rooney. So I think it's kind of a perfect mix-up of those two books. So if you love those two books, obviously they're super popular, you might be into this. It's dual POV and it's 600 pages long. Our main characters are Johnny and Shannon. Shannon has been bullied her whole life and has grown up in a very toxic household. Shannon's family realizes that she is really no longer, like, cannot be at her old school, so they enroll her at this very posh, preppy boarding school that her friends from kindergarten are actually enrolled at, so that she can have a chance for a better high school experience. And on the first day, she meets Johnny in this freak accident, and from there they're just kind of obsessed with each other, running circles around each other. The fun of the book is waiting to see if they're gonna get together or not, and if they can beat the odds. It's a very much like a star-crossed lover situation, like they shouldn't be together, blah 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 blah, but it's really fun. Before I close out this video, I would love to know your thoughts on these books. If you liked them, if you hated them, if they're your favorites, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.